Walk us through this visit by Elon Musk.
Well, it really was a remarkable visit. It was a far-ranging conversation where reporters could just yell out questions, and Trump really let Musk do most of the talking. The world's richest man offered a full-throated defense of his cost-cutting efforts, suggesting that we live in a bureaucracy, not a democracy, because bureaucrats, in his telling, have too much power. He also said that cuts were needed to address the growing debt. He was also asked about examples of misinformation that he spread about some of these federal programs when he gave this interesting response.
Well, first of all, some of the things that I say will be incorrect and should be corrected. So nobody's going to bat 1,000. I mean, we will make mistakes, but we'll act quickly to correct any mistakes.
All right, so Evan, let's change gears now to another big story. An American who had been held in Russia for more than 3 years is heading home tonight. The release being announced by the White House. What can you tell us about that?
Right, we're talking about Mark Fogel, who was working in Russia as a history teacher when he was arrested in 2021 at the Moscow airport. He pled guilty to carrying cannabis and was ultimately given a 14-year sentence. The State Department referred to Fogel as wrongfully detained, and now, after all these years, he's on his way back home, according to Mike Waltz, the National Security Advisor. Now, of course, his release comes at a delicate moment as Trump pushes for an end to the war between Russia and Ukraine. Sharon, President Trump says he has talked with Russian President Vladimir Putin since being inaugurated, and his vice president, J.D. Vance, is expected to meet with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky later this week.
And Evan, we're also following an exchange between the president's border czar and the Pope. What can you tell us about that?
Right, so this all started when the Pope wrote an open letter to Catholic bishops, which rebuked Trump's policies towards undocumented immigrants, urging Catholics to, quote, not give in to narratives that discriminate against and cause unnecessary suffering to our migrant and refugee brothers and sisters, end quote. Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, was asked about all this and responded pretty curtly, saying the Pope should, quote, concentrate on the Catholic Church. Sharon?
Definitely another busy day. All right, Evan Koslof in Washington, as always, thanks.